What's going on, everybody? It's Teams of Sharks here, and we're going to be bringing you another deck profile today. It's going to be fresh Messiahs, and Mark's going to be the one reviewing it. So just show us what you run and tell us why you run it.
Okay, starter, I'm going with Neon Messiah still. You can make an argument for the new starter. It's not bad, you know, when it's unlocked, put it in soul, +5 draw card. It's pretty good. For me, though, I like to guarantee my second stride. So I'll just go and fetch either just another grade 3 to stride with, or if I'm on the wrong alter ego, I can get the correct one I want to ride on. Go grade 3s, I guess. For the OG alter ego Messiah, you want to be on a Messiah heart. Obviously, it's still not a bad card. It's just its stride break is dependent on you having board, and so many decks right now just mop boards every turn. Like round 1, I played Kagero, and I didn't have a board at the start of every turn, so he's all right. For alter ego Neo Messiah, this is the new grade 3 alter ego. He says stride break. When you stride on top of him, you can choose up to 1 card from your hand, call it to rear, and then you can lock up to 1 card on each side of the board. So like, it came in so clutch against playing like Kagero and stuff, something that wipes boards, because I could literally just call something from my hand every turn and activate the stride break to lock their boards and get my own skills off. And then his GB2 is at the end of the turn. If you unlock the card during the turn due to an effect, so basically any of your strides, you Soul Blast 1 and draw 2 cards. So it's not like the old alter ego where you have to Soul Blast to draw a card. You can do as many times as you want. This is a once per turn, but you still net 2 just off the stride. Grade 2s. Probably one of the best new additions to Messiahs that it needed is Lady Fencer Matter Transmission. What she does is, when she's placed or unlocked, if you have a Messiah Vanguard, she gets +2k. So basically she's an 11k beater on her own. And that's non-GB for that effect. And then she has an auto skill that says when she attacks, you can counterblast 1. And in that case, she gets +5,000, you soul charge 1, and at the end of the battle, she locks herself. So basically, by herself, she's a 16k beater that keeps replenishing your soul, because almost all the costs in your deck are soul dependent. And Messiah needed just a better beat stick that locks itself to multi-attack. Next is for Wrestler Messiah. He's too generic when he's placed. If you have a Messiah at GB1, he gets +2k, so he's an 11k attacker. And then his auto skill is at the end of the battle that he attacked, you can lock him, and then choose up to 1 card in the back row and lock it, as well as lock himself. So basically, another guy just locks himself in a multi-attack, and you lock another card on your opponent's board. I'm trying out 2 Metalia Messiah. He's an interesting card. He's kind of like your big guy you keep pumping up, kind of like what's the Shadow Paladin guy?
Grozny is what he's called.
He's like kind of like your Messiah Grozny. Every time a card is unlocked or locked, he gets +3k. The only downside to him is he himself can't be locked. So even in the against Chaos, he's awesome because they can't lock him, which is pretty cool. And he gets like stupid huge on your turns. So we'll play him at 2. Last of the grade 2s, I'm playing 2 Awakening Messiah. He says GB1. When he's unlocked, choose a rear guard on board and stand it and give it +2. He's mainly played in conjunction with Natalia. So basically you can swing face with like a huge beater like just twice. That's all. That's the only reason he's really in there. On to grade 1s. I'm trying 1 Globule Dober. He's kind of like the Chameleon grade 1 without resist. And he says when he's unlocked due to an effect or end of turn, you can Soul Blast 1, Countercharge 1, and draw a card. So he's just another card to countercharge with and draw with, because this deck still can be incredibly counterblast heavy. I'm trying out also one Tsunami's Messiah. He says at the end of the battle that he boosted, you can Soul Blast 1 and lock him to choose one of your lock cards, unlock it, give it +4. So he's just another kind of combo-y card, so you can go like a little more aggressive. Next, I'm playing 3 Stride Fodder. Just standard Stride Fodder. Reveal a grade 3. Search a alter ego, either one. Next, the main countercharge engine of the deck. Sacrifice Messiah. He says whenever a card's locked, you can lock him as well. Give a unit +3 and countercharge 1. Very useful for the deck on the amount you counterblast with. And then rounding out grade 1s. Right now I'm playing 4 Perfect RGs. Until I settle on a build that's less counterblast heavy, I still find myself needing that extra countercharge. Trigger lineup. I play 4 Blink Messiahs. Your standard push into soul 5k and draw a card crit for Messiahs. Next is 4 Paradigm Shift. Starvader crit. You don't really care about the effect, you just care that you can play it and shuffle it back into your deck. Because putting triggers back in your deck is always good.
Hell yeah.
And then just 4 more generic crits, because this deck draws so much you just want to play 12 crit and then crit people in the face. And then 4 heals. 4 the Fighters Collection one. We do play Karina, so she can come into play. She can be a countercharge. Stride Zone. The 1 Sea Breeze. Just in case he's still okay with like the old Stride. It's not terrible. 1 Genesis Dragon Bearing Messiah. I had like 1 open space because I only have 1 of the new Harmonix Neo Messiah, so I kind of just filled it with 1 generic Stride, which I'll probably take out for another Harmonix when I get my hands on one. Other than that, he's just counterblast 1 when he attacks the Vanguard. I can choose a rear guard in any fighter's back row and lock it, and then choose a lock card and lock it. Literally just another unlock.
I did it.
Next, 1 Harmonix Neo Messiah. Card's silly. This card, it says GB3. When he attacks, flip up any card in your G zone, and then you can you unlock all lock cards on the board, and then all of your lock cards gain plus 5k, as well as he gains 5,000 for each unlocked card as well. And then if you unlock 5 or more cards, you can't guard with 1 or higher. So basically, he usually hits around anywhere from like 56 up. So it's like, hope you have double G guard, or GG.
What was that?
I'm playing 1 Metal Element Screw.
Screw you.
It's just a generic 36k shield. I mean, it's pretty good. Playing 1 of the new trial deck G Guardian. There needs to be a lock card on the board, but basically it's for a Soul Blast 1, it's always a 20k shield. But with a lock card, she's a 25k shield. I'll probably play another one of her.
How much it costs to get all this shots?
1 Demon Maxwell. Basically lock a guy in your back row. He gets plus 5 shield, so he's just 20k. You can combo with Sacrifice to gain an additional plus 3 and a counter charge. Has some interactions. One lack is Karina, the Fighters Collection G Guardian. She's just there for like stupid shit like Laurel when somebody wants to be all cheeky and shit. It kind of ruins their day.
Derek, we need peace in the dojo for our new videos. We're gonna go to the dojo for our new
The
videos.
ill one Amnesty Messiah. Still, I mean, you lock so many cards in your board for a counterblast 1. You unlock your board basically. You get crit.
Oh my god, I remember one time.
You know, you can catch your opponent off guard with especially.
You know that sperm meal
It's just
for
another
Uppercut?
blocker.
He bought
4 of the news try.
150 of them
Genesis Dragon Basaltus Messiah. 1 SP.
from different shipments.
This card's really good.
Getting them for like 6
It's another alternative to Flagellant because before you had to play very sparingly with your Flagellates in terms of like maintaining your opponent's board and keeping control under it as well as multi-attacking.
Hey, I have a 500.
This guy says counterblast 1
on my
and Persona Flip. For each face-up card in your G-Zone, you can lock a card and unlock a card, and then if you unlock one or more cards, you draw a card in addition. So this is just another way to just control your board and trigger your multi-attacks, because that's what you want to do. You want to basically shut down your opponent's board, limit their attacks, and then multi-attack. And then my personal favorite card of the deck still, 4 Flagellate Messiahs. I still think he's a really good card. He says counterblast 1, flip up any card in your G-Zone, and
What is Christmas?
for each face-up Flagellate, you can lock or unlock 2 cards, and then if you unlock 3 or more cards, he gains a crit. As well as his effect, any lock cards that you lock with him are Omega locked, so he's kind of like
I don't know how to play against him.
pseudo. What's the name of the card?
Man, I have money.
Basically, Omega locks your board, gives you multi attacks, and gains a crit.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much the deck for now.
Free.
What's that one? Is that another card?
Oh no, it's just like the little ARG token. And you have to play one of these.
You have to play a token.
You have to.
Alright, so everyone, that was Mark's Messiah deck profile. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment with what you want to see next. Thanks, everyone. Oh, there's another token, too. Oh, it matches the mat. Hell yeah.
Ah, yeah.